And like, I can't run around that very much because it's fenced around, and I can't meet friends. I don't have that. The only friends that I have is like my cousins and them, because I don't meet lots of friends, because the people, like the friends around my way, they see that I am blind, and they tease me and stuff. So I don't like that, so I stay in the house most of the time.
To see children who have no hair dancing on the dance floor next to an amputee, next to somebody who is, I know in any case, growth stunted, all of whom accept each other for whom they are, is very exciting. It's very moving for the outsider, and I really do feel like an outsider in this setting to watch. And as a physician with a family, it also makes me count my blessings more often than usual.
It's so hard to describe because you see them in the hospital when they really are sick, and then to see them out of that environment and here, it's so wonderful for them, and for purely selfish reasons for myself. You just get so much out of it, seeing them up here having fun, not feeling ill in the hospital, away from their families, just having a great time with each other.
I do a lot of things that I don't usually do, like where I'm from, you can't go out in the Delaware and take a canoe out or go swimming, so it's fun.
They have a terrific time, and they help each other.
And I've had non-Hodgkin's lymphoma it came back. I went into remission 3 times, and then I had a bone marrow transplant in 1986, and that was the last of that.
Some of the counselors have been patients themselves, so there's that special understanding with them. And all of those things just really make it an important and a special place to be.
Well, in 1986, I came down with a brain tumor and was in Children's Hospital. And I had a nurse when I was getting chemotherapy, and she had leukemia 10 years ago, and she was my nurse, which really inspired a lot of hope for me. I feel that this camp is very important for the kids to get out and realize that they're, don't limit themselves. There's volunteer counselors and so forth, but I think what's most needed is funds and help. Financial support is also needed. I don't know how else to describe it. It's just extremely important. It was very important for me, and I think it's important for other kids with cancer.
I feel good. I mean, all this summer I was just sitting at home with my brother. I was doing nothing, and now I'm on the camp, and it's fun.
You get to do almost everything you wanted to do. It's like going to Disney World.
I have visited the camp for 3 years now, and each year I come up to see what new activities are taking place, but especially to be energized by the bond that goes on here between the kids, the counselors, the staff. And frankly, I feel a bond as a member of the board, a member of the Ronald McDonald House, a supporter of what we're doing. I feel that same bond that the kids have with each other. You can somehow find yourself in a bad mood on the way up to the camp, and it's hard to suppress a smile as you leave here.
I feel happy because I like doing art, and I love to fish. And last year I caught a fish 2 feet long.
I think that Ronald McDonald Camp means a lot to the kids. I think that one of the things that they do here is have a vacation from being home and having to explain their cancer, explain what their disease is like to other children. I think there's a load off their shoulders when they come to camp because everyone has experienced somewhat of the same thing. They can go ahead and be children. They can take the challenges that they may think they can't take at home.
And this year we're doing silkscreen prints on t-shirts, and that gives the kids a chance to create their own patterns and blend their own colors and take the screen off and learn a new technique and make themselves a shirt.
I think it's something that they probably haven't done, and it's something that they can see happen right in front of them. It's almost like a miracle. You pull the screen and it's a new color.
I like art and I like horseback riding and all. Art's pretty neat, like we're making t-shirts and everything. It's just neat, like the way you did it. I never knew like that's how you would do it, you know.
You get to try different things at art and do drama. It's fun and it's sad when you go home.
I don't think I could recommend anything more highly than if you can get the organization together and you have a group of children who have a disease like cancer, if you can arrange for them to have a time away from home together in the right environment, they will gain enormously from that.
And now you know why. With the efforts of caring volunteers and dedicated professionals, with the generous financial support of individuals and businesses, people like you, there is a place that allows children with cancer to administer to themselves healthy doses of achievement, recognition, satisfaction, friendship, and most of all, fun. Ronald McDonald Camp, a special place indeed.
You're watching Lehigh Valley's live wire of communications, RCN4, the home of District 11 sports and the Lafayette College Leopards, America's first choice in cable, phone, and internet.
We are back. We welcome you back. A beautiful night tonight, and it's been a really good football game. 14-0 as we get ready for second half action. And let's take a look at the first half stats. And Dick, even the stats show how even this ball game has been.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are going to be surprised, Gary. Some innovation there by the EPC that and even some of those numbers up. The running, which we thought would be almost dominated, you see it really isn't that different. And the passing would surprise me. The 5 for 5, perfect on the night.
And the fumble, of course, lost by the EPC Colonial squad as they were moving the ball, and the MVC Independent squad lost the fumble when they were moving the ball. We've only had one punt tonight, that one for 37 yards. And let's go through the highlights of the first half. And we'll have those for you in just a moment. A good crowd tonight, over 5,000 came through the turnstiles. That's a good number, particularly when you consider that this was a postponed game. So well over 5,000, and congratulations to all the people that put it together. Dick, the first TD.
Yeah, they go power on this, and they give it to their power back, the man who's been in the scoring column twice with the only 2 touchdowns of the evening. That's Easton Power.
Here's the field goal that they called wide, and from our angle, that, well, boy, I'll tell you what, it looks like it could have been good. It was called no good, and then watch this one. This game could be a lot closer than 14-0. This is McElroe.
The fake and the fade.
We'll check at Demko. And boy, Dick, that looks like a TD. In proper order, we would have shown you that play before the field goal attempt and the second TD.
That's a replay of the first one.
That
Same
was
guy
Bergio.
pounded in,
Yeah.
Sean Bergio.
Yeah, that time he went 5 yards instead of just the 1 yard. So the co-captains will meet again at the center of the field, and they'll get some instructions, and I would guess that the Mountain Valley Conference will get the football to start the second half. And Dick, so immediately it'll be a big defensive series here for the Colonial East Penn Conference.
Yeah, they got to put the stop. You know, they can't get to a 3-touchdown deficit, Gary, in the second half.
You know, Bob Clark was up at halftime, Dick, and and pointed out we talked about how powerful this MVCI team is, and yet how they're even increasing that power by creating a set that gives them almost 6 blockers on one side of the ball.
It's that power offense, and really what Bobby is absolutely right. It creates an overload. It creates an unbalanced line. And when you got to play a standard 5 defense, it's tough to defend against that, especially when you're playing power football and close-up yardage.
I do want to thank the cheerleaders, too, who put in a great deal of time for this ball game. To run down the cheerleading squads, Katie Regan of Easton, Angela Gould and Gina Villani of Freedom, Ashley College, Stacy Ellis, Stephanie Serb of Liberty, Jessica Erdy of Nazareth. We'll get a look at some of their halftime performance. From Northampton, Heather Albin, Nikki Kleintop, Kristen Lobach, Tricia McCandless, Jessica Spieshak, and Angela Haynes. From Parkland, Melanie Clark, Emily Dodder, Rachel Gittler. From Pius, Erica Cerulli. From Pleasant Valley, Heather Kroc. Whitehall's Tina Christie and Jenna Parton. For the East Penn Colonial squad, Becca High's Kirsten Groove, Elizabeth Ludwig and Jessica Allen. Southern Lehigh's Erin Fenisel. From Caddy, Colby Gare, Megan Kerp, and Jordan Cradaville. From Deriff, Ashley Donchez, Sarah Hinkle. Northern Lehigh, Jessica Gaston, Beth Grosh, Lacey Stoll, Tristan Tack. Northwestern's Ashley Tucker, Lauren Turney. Palmerton's Jennifer Searfoss. Salisbury, Kristen Hattiger, Heidi Lawrence, Amy Lentz, Elizabeth Reynolds, Allison White, Tracy Yanilevich. From Saucon Valley, Sarah Mastriani and Nicole Queer.
Gotta be off.
Those are the cheerleaders. Their coaches, Janice Stem, Pat Worrell, Tricia Stem, and Terry Stem. Jeremy McCullough has the ball. And he's going to do some spinning and juking and moving, and he's still on his feet. McCullough down the sideline, cuts back. And McCullough's going to get all the way down to the 34-yard line.
We got a horrible hanky back there in the 17.
Penalty flag back at the 17-yard line. A great run by Jeremy McCullough. It'll be negated, but so what? Still a great run.
Great individual effort.
I would think this is going to be, no, it's a personal foul against the EPC Colonial squad. So this run back will count.
That's Kyle Landis from Emmaus, number 20, kicking off. 3 deep set.
That's the 1-yard line.
Now watch this. Already has 3 360s in there. Another juke. Still not finished, fans. Now the leg tackle. Let's see it again.
65 yards on that run back, and tackle on another 15 for the personal foul. Third penalty, 35 yards against the EPC Colonial squad. Puts the ball all the way down to the 18-yard line. Dick, talk about a nail in the coffin early.
And it's going to be Mike Nolan at the helm here in the second half. Quarterback out of Pocono Mountain.
First and 10. And he turns around and hands the ball on an end around. As with the ball is Jesse Pellegrino of Easton. We saw him catch a lot of footballs last year.
That tight end set, he owned the touchdown route.
He'll pick up 4 yards on the play. 2nd and 6. Carrison on the tackle.
Is that inside handoff or outside handoff? Let's delay a step.
And let me make a correction there. No gain on the play. As I thought he had moved forward to the next chalk mark, he did not. So no gain. Back to throw. Nolan firing it. Oh, almost intercepted. Pass was intended for Pellegrino, but Pellegrino went inside. The pass went outside, and Derek Thorne was there to almost make the interception.
Fake to the deep back, hold the defense, and a simple slant pattern by Pellegrino, unable to thread the needle.
Dick, that's the first incomplete pass thrown tonight by the MVCI squad.
Yeah, that big 5 for 5 number, which we noted from your stats, Gary. Probably the most glowing statistics on those first half stats.
3rd and 10. This would be a huge stop if the EPCC could get out of here without giving up any points. Nolan looking, he's big, he's firing, over the middle, wide open, and it's dropped. The pass is dropped, intended for Rob Opp, and Robbie couldn't hang on.
Too open, right? He's wide. He's going to slant over the middle now. There's the cut. Wide open.
Wow. Well, you can't fault Nolan on that one.
Oh, the shotgun helped there with protection, boy. And again, you're talking about a 6'4" quarterback.
That's going to bring Nate Stroll into the ball game, and he is going to attempt a 36-yard field goal. Jimmy Green holding. Down, kick is up. Oh, it's long enough. And it is no good. Wide to the left side. So a great job, Dick, by the Colonial East Penn Conference squad.
Colonial East Penn able to come back from what should have been a back-breaking kickoff return by McCullough, and deep in their own territory, they hold on.
1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line for the Colonial East Penn Conference squad. Their leading rusher in the first half was McGinley. 7 carries, 24 yards for Ed.
And it's going to be Rindock at the helm, Gary.
Eric in the first half, 2 for 4 for 8 yards, throwing the ball. Back, looking, tucking it under. He's got some running room. Trying to get outside and runs right into Andy Bauer. And Bauer will put him down at about the 21-yard line. He'll gain a yard on the play, 2nd and 9.
Yeah, Bauer did his job. Keyed on the quarterback, hemmed him in, made the tackle in the open field. Bauer's played well. Andy out of Northampton High School.
Bauer had a big play in the first half, came up with a fumble recovery that led to the 2nd touchdown by the MVCI squad.
Yeah, that was all Bauer. He covered, he stripped, and he recovered.
Back up.
2nd and 9. Turn around, hand the ball off to McGinley. And McGinley will barrel forward for about a yard. Did you see that block, Dick, put by Jordan Hood of Penargil? 260 pounds coming across the line of scrimmage.
He said I've been doing it for 3 years. Why stop now?
There, geez. Gain of a yard, 3rd and 8.
And McGinley power stuff off tackle, guys, is going to be tough now because this is becoming key when he sets deep.
We'll bring McElroan out wide to the right side on 3rd and long. Rindock, pump, fake, and go. There goes McElroan. He's going to put it up for grabs, and it's going to be out of bounds. As good coverage by Jimmy Green along with Andy Bauer. Both of them step for step. Would have been a tough catch.
McElroan, the intended receiver. He's going to run out and up. There's the pump fake. Now he's going to air it. A long time in the air. Coverage comes over. Good job again by Bauer. Green over to help.
We've had 1 punt in the ball game. Here's the 2nd. This one by Kyle Landis of Emmaus. Back deep to receive the punt is Stevie Bakro, standing at his own 40-yard line, along with Brian Halp, or check that 22 McCullough. Jeremy McCullough, who just had that scintillating 65-yard return on the kickoff. McCullough's going to get another opportunity. At the 41, he called for a fair catch, as the punt will carry exactly what the first punt carried, 37 yards. So easy to figure that average. 2 punts for a 37-yard average. It'll be 1st and 10 for the MVI squad on the 41-yard line. Nine minutes, 10 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter.
It's a nice spiraling high punt. Landis. Bobby Clark tells me he's going to be a walk-on attempt at Pitcairn.
Mike Nolan hands the ball off to McCullough. McCullough will get a couple of yards before getting knocked down by Chad DeFelice. Boy, the Penargil kids have come up big in this game.
They certainly are. And you're talking about total effort.
Here you get a look at DeFelice with that good tackle. Gain of 2, 2nd and 8.
That was just great team defense. Forward ball contained, linebackers in the hunt.
McCullough 3 carries, 8 yards from the 43. There goes Eric Raff. This time his knee. Oh, they didn't blow the whistle. Well, they did blow the whistle. his knee hit back on about the 41-yard line. And they did catch it. So they'll move it back to the 42, a loss of a yard.
Both teams defensively, Gary, really concentrated on the rush. You know, you're going to have to go to some elements, some other elements of the game.
Loss of a yard brings up 3rd and 9 from the 42. Back to throw, Nolan. He's going to get rushed. There's that little shovel pass to McCullough. And McCullough gets out of the pack. And he's going to be very close to a first down. Tackled on the play by Derek Bailey of Northwestern. And let's see where they mark it. It looks like he's going to be a yard shy. He picked up 8.
We've already seen Coach Whitey Johnston on the sideline. There's a shuffle. He gets through. He telegraphed. It was a late shuffle. And he was wondering where he was coming, but good juking, good feet, good pull down. Saved the first down.
That is a completed pass. The first completion by Nolan for 8 yards. McCullough's second catch now for 10 from the 50. Do they get the first down? Good penetration by number 26, Bill O'Boyle, to come in and make the hit on Sean Bergio.
That was that 2-back up formation again, Gary. This time the power was to the right, and then O'Boyle might have seen it from his defensive end and just crashed down.
Well, here's a huge measurement, because if they didn't make it, the ball goes back over to the Colonial East Penn Conference squad. If they did, the drive continues. Yet to get a first down. Oh my, how close. I think everything has gone their way tonight. Needed a yard, got a yard. Bergio's gotten it done every time they've given him the football. 1st and 10 from the 49.
You know, that's a conference game. Every one of those coaches don't make that call.
Yeah, that's right. They punt, huh? Second man through. That's Bergio, I believe. And Bergio this time doesn't go anywhere. No, that's Rath. Eric Rath, the ball carrier, coming up to make the tackle. The initial hit was by Chad DeFelice.
That was a stick. That was a stick.
Loss of 2. So Rath in his last 2 carries has lost 3 yards. Eric going to Lehigh to play his football. Mike Cangelosi brings the play in from the bench from his head coach, Whitey Williams. Out wide to the left side, Ray Kohler of Phillipsburg. 2nd and 12. Rath resets. He won't get the ball. Good fake. Nolan running around. He's in trouble. Still running around. They're going to drag him and bring him down. Tackle made on the play by Derek Bailey of Northwestern.
Good pursuit. Didn't fall for the fake. Kept him in the pocket, tried to elude, lost ground, and then the good defensive pressure.
Loss of 16 yards.
There's the inside pressure. Goes outside the pocket. Good pursuit. Bailey just didn't give it up.
It's going to be a holding call, but that should be declined. Can't imagine them taking the penalty. Certainly they'll take the 16-yard loss. It is indeed declined. So it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And Akers for a first down.
Back it up.
Ball on the 35. They need about 27 yards for a first down.
See where Cangelosi lines up, number 12. Remember, he is a quarterback. Might have that halfback throwing.
It's already completed a pass for 12 yards to the quarterback, Terwilliger. So we have a flag before we have a play. So that's usually illegal participation, it looks like. So that'll be the first official penalty of the game against the MVI squad. So that sets them back 5 more yards.
5-yard penalty.
So it'll bring up 3rd, and they've got to get to the Nazareth Speedway for a first down.
from the shotgun there. Got a flooded pattern over here.
Trips to the left side. And again, the rush is on. And this pass thrown up for grabs. Jake Remmel of Salisbury. Dick standing on the sideline was the closest to catching that one.
Smart enough to deflect and not intercept.
Good pressure here. And I believe that was Ed McGinley, Dick, playing some defense.
I believe it was. On defense, linebacker McGinley coming.
First punt of the game by the MVI squad. That means Nate Stroll again. Stroll does all their kicking. Deep to receive. Derek Thorne back there, and I believe Toreen Valentine. Good high punt, and it will not be fielded. It will be whistled dead at the 36-yard line. That will be a 34-yard punt.
Real good defensive stand by Colonial East Penn that time.
So no blood here in the second half yet. The Colonial East Penn squad yet to get a first down. MVI with only one first down. The ball on the 36. First and 10.
Looks like the linebackers have become a bit more active. Legitimately.
Jason Beck of Parkland in that linebacker position. And he's a good one. Looks like a mix-up, but coming out of the pack with the ball, that looks like Casillas. It is Josh Casillas of Dira, 5'11", 205-pounder, gets the ball up over the 40, up to about the 43-yard line.
Let's see this one. Pull block on that left side. He squeezes through and shakes a tackler.
Give him a gain of 6, second and 4.
Good run.
For Casillas, that's his first carry of the game. Second and 6. Back to throw. Campo. He fires and has a man open. It's Steigerwald. Craig Steigerwald of Palmerton makes the catch. He will get it up to the 41-yard line in MVI territory. A gain of 17 yards and a first down.
Great pattern, great throw. 3 steps down, square, across the middle, between the defenders, well thrown, well run pattern.
Craig Steigerwald with his first catch of the game. And a big one, 17 yards. The second half first down number 6 for the Colonial East Penn Conference squad. From the 41-yard line, first and 10. Handoff right up the gut. And barreling for what a great run by Jake Remmel. He just refused to go down, and he's going to get a first down. As he gets the ball down to the 30-yard line, a gain of 11 yards, and another first down.
Nothing more than a straight dive, split back. Good straight ahead blocking. Slips the tackle, as Casillas did on a previous running play. Inspired football.
You are absolutely right. As they have come in as a decided underdog, and they have played very, very tough. First and 10 from the 30. Again, a quick handoff. As this time the ball goes to Casillas, and Casillas will get it inside the 30. Looks like he got to the 28. A gain of 2, second and 8.
Yeah, what we do best. We're going to show you our straight stuff. Dive the other side, dive this side.
Casillas will go to the sideline. Campo did too to get the play and comes back into the huddle. Second and 8 from the 28. 2:45, clock running, third quarter. Quick pitch. And cutting up inside and not going down is Robert Snyder of Catasauqua. Somebody tried to grab him around the shoulder pad. That didn't work. As Snyder gets the ball down inside the 20, down to about the 18, he gained 10 yards, Dick, and a first down.
Blue collar running, Gary. Hit out of bounds, made the extra yardage.
First and 10 from the 18-yard line.
And again, nothing fancy.
Picked up 3 first downs in this drive, which began on their own 36-yard line. Good close-up look at the quarterback. Dave Campo of Palisades. Back to throw, looking, trying to go into the corner of the end zone. That's a touchdown. Dropped it right into Craig Steigerwald's hands, and a touchdown for the Colonial East Penn Conference squad.
This time Steigerwald lines up wide, doesn't go across the middle, runs a little straight pattern right at the post.
Hold everything. We have a flag, but it's going to be defensive pass interference. Dave Campo throws the touchdown to Craig Steigerwald. 18 yards, 2:30 on the clock. Richard, we have ourselves a ball game.
We do. We do. Good drive. And all straight, nothing fancy. Did not have to resort to trickery.
64 yards in 6 plays. Landis, the kick up. The kick looks good from here. The kick is indeed good. 2.5 minutes on the clock, and we've got a 14-7 ball game.
Colonial regrouped on defense and came through on offense. See if they do this once again.
Steigerwald, 2 catches, 35 yards. Campo now 5 for 6 for 62 yards and a touchdown. What a nice drive by the Colonial East Penn Conference squad. 6 plays, 30. They go 64 yards, 2 of them in the air for a 17 and an 18-yard gain. All the rest on the ground, and they're right back in the ball game.
We've seen, there we get a look at Steigerwald on the sideline.
Craig
Bomber,
Steigerwald.
blue bomber.
Yep, 6'3", 200-pounder from Palmerton High School. I think he ran a great pattern there. He cut inside, and once he got inside, Campo laid the ball right in his hand.
He had just run the slant over the middle. They're going to take the inside away. And he simply ran straight toward the flag, and right there, Campo puts it.
Kyle Landis will kick it off. Looks like Bakros is the deepest of the 3. McCullough back there. McCullough, of course, went 65 yards the last time they kicked the ball to him. He'll pick it up at the 7-yard line. And McCullough again dances around and avoids some tacklers. Finally grabbing him is Alex Kosis of Becca High. And Kosis will put him down at about the 28-yard line. 1st and 10 for the MVI squad.
He is elusive. Landis was one of those hard to handles. And now the elusiveness begins. Cuts well.
You know, we have to pay special thanks here to Nazareth. This press box, the first time I've done a game here, it's absolutely magnificent. We used to be crushed in here to do a ball game, and now plenty of room and great view and a good ball game. Sean Bergio gets the football. He'll get up to the 34-yard line. He'll gain 6 yards on the play. And tackle made by Grida, Steve Grida of Saucon Valley. 2nd and 4.
Mountain Valley Independent stayed with the same pattern. If it's wide, pitch stuff, we look to Rath. If it's gut running, look to Bergio.
I'll tell you what neither coach is paying any attention to, and that's that you have to throw the ball 20 times. This has been good, solid, fundamental football. Here's the handoff. This time it's Rath trying to get outside, and he does. Eric always keeps those legs churning. Takes a real bang and still keeps the legs churning. Picks up another 3 or 4 yards as he'll get the ball up to the 47-yard line. A gain of 13 yards and a 1st down.
The wide stuff. Little juking. Inside step. Kept his balance. Got 3 more.
12 carries, 44 yards for Rath. And we do have an officials timeout down on the field, as there's a little conversation going on between the officials, one of the coaches, and not quite sure what all that's about. What we do know is we've got a 1st and 10 from the 47-yard line. Dick, that touchdown may have awakened the MVI squad.
Yep.
They seem to be playing with a little bit quicker step and a harder block.
And a lot straighter.
Terwilliger back in there at quarterback. Jimmy of East Stroudsburg. Nolan in on the last series. Terwilliger in there now.
Terwilliger looks out of place. Of the 4 quarterbacks, he's the only one under 6'3".
And again,
good running.
Using their power, they just simply go up the gut. Here comes a penalty flag late. So let's wait and see, as Rath was the ball carrier. Got the ball to about the 47. Look how he picked up about 6 yards. And we're going to get a personal foul here. So that's going to tack on another 15. Which would give you another first down. Not the kind of penalty the Colonial East Penn squad wants. We'll mark it off. That is the 4th penalty for 50 yards. And that takes the ball all the way down to the 32-yard line. First and 10.
Backbreaker for Colonial East Penn, Gary.
Rath has hit the half-century mark. 13 carries, 50 yards. The leading ball carrier in the game. Clock running, 1:10 to go in the 3rd quarter. Rath in motion will leave the backfield. Little inside handoff, nice play. As running the ball is Mike Cangelosi, tackled on the play by Derek Thorne. Cangelosi inside the 30, down to about the 28-yard line. He'll pick up about 4.
Rath goes in motion, threat of a pitch. Bergio, the fake man, give it the inside man on the inside handoff. Cangelosi once again showing his football versatility.
Becomes the 8th ball carrier of the game for the MVI
Here's
squad.
that power formation, Bobby.
Handoff goes to Rath. Rath cuts it inside and gets about 4 yards, which seems to be his norm. He gets about 4 yards every time he touches it, and then sometimes he gets a little more than that. So the gain of 4 brings up a 3rd, and let's give him a gain of 3 and call it 3rd and 3. Well, they're going to give him 4. I'll give him 4.
24-yard line. And at the end of the
quarter.
We will call a timeout, and Dick wasn't calling me Bobby. He's got a friend Bob Clark up here that people at home don't know about. 14-7 at the end of 3. We'll be back. We are back. A couple of ex-coaches chattering up here.
And I didn't learn a thing.
Everybody talking
See,
about
you're
that
locked
offensive
into that set defense.
Well, you have to play a 5-2.
Yeah, and that's what Bob is saying, that it's tough to adjust defensively to that set.
But they've done a pretty good job. Ball on the 24. Andy Weaver in the audience, I think, because I left 3 tickets for him. But I know that he's also going to go home and watch the ball game. So we say hello to Andy, my favorite dream come true child, kid, fan, my man, my main man.
George Hardy, power eye with Bergio deep. Oh, they don't use him. Sneak instead.
They get the first down, though. I'll tell you, Terwilliger is he's a player, boy. Yep. Tough kid. First down as he gets it to the 20. He picked up 4. For Terwilliger, that's his 5th carry for 23 yards.
That time they showed power formation. Instead went to the sneak. probably noticing something up front.
Big play, Dick, in this drive was that 15-yard personal foul. That really got the MBI squad rolling along. We're going to penalty flag here, probably against the offense. It'll be interesting to see what they do next year, Dick, as obviously the East Penn Conference will be no more. The MVC will be only in the north. And the Lehigh Valley Interscholastic Athletic League, or the Lehigh Valley Conference, I think, LVC they'll call it.
Well, they can't put any more names in the time. Maybe just go blue and gray or something like that.
We can't have any more initials. 5-yard penalty takes it back to the 25-yard line, 1st and 15. Jordan Hildebrandt from Pius comes jogging off the field. What a big kid, 6'1", 250. Pretty good pitcher, too. Speaking of pitcher, here's a pitch out. And Rath barreling. He still won't go down. Look at all those red shirts trying to drag him down. Bottom of the pile is Kyle Landis, I think. Or is it 26? 26 it was, Bill O'Boyle.
That was Dan Gazette leading here. Now here's where he shows his all-state credentials. More than just a runner. How he ever gets out of that.
Look at him churn.
And makes yardage. Well, he's getting help there. 3 teammates.
And guess what he gained? 4 yards. He has had 6 4-yard gains tonight. As you look at Don Herb, he does work with us on camera. Tonight he's doing camera work for 13 schools. Terwilliger back, tried to find McCullough, but there was Savitz, Jeremy Savitz, saying hello to Terwilliger.
It's a friendly greeting there.
Well, it's not all that friendly.
Blasting.
So they'll escort Jeremy back to the line of scrimmage.
Just too long to develop. Used McCullough as a decoy that time.
Incomplete pass. They've only completed 1 pass here in the second half. That's the first incompletion by Terwilliger in the game. He had been 4 for 4 for 53 yards. 3rd and 11. Colonial EPC trying to stop him here and get a chance to tie this one up. Going to throw in the corner of the end zone, and unable to get to it is Derek Thorne, the closest one to the ball. It'll be an incomplete pass. A little mix up on the pattern, it looked like.
Yeah, broken pattern, broken play. I focused on Savitz that time, over the ball. He's a whirly bird, doesn't stop.
And the field goal attempt again. This time they'll put it at the 28, a 38-yard field goal. Will be attempted by Nate Stroll. He's already missed 1 tonight. Oh, it's blocked. Is that Savitz? It was. Savitz came in and blocked it. The ball is live. It is picked up by Fick. And Fick gets to the outside. And he'll cut up inside. And Fick will get it back to about the 15-yard line. Savitz with the block.
Another block there by Savitz at the end of the play, too. He just sheds people.
Dick, they have put themselves in position to tie this ball game up. Look at him. Look at him just come right up the middle.
Look at that.
How does he do it?
This is interesting here. Everybody plays dead a little bit. Boy, he really takes that one deep.
Did a nice job to get it back out to the 15. Good. 1st and 10. Colonial East Penn. And there's a pitch. McGinley. That was a nice play, Richard.
Rindock on the option. Second time. First time was a beautiful pitch. This one's going down. This one well timed, well conceived. Doesn't take the whole offer to him. Defense closes down, then the late pitch.
And he's going to be just shy of a first down, although they're going to measure. So maybe he does indeed have it. That was McGinley's 9th carry of the ball game. Now you see the kind of night that's been.
One of those.
The last time they had the measurement on the other side of the ball, Dick, it just made it by a nose, and they just haven't got a break here tonight. That's going to be inches, and I mean maybe about an inch. So we can only give them a 9-yard gain. Dick, that gain puts them over the 100 yards rushing at 108. MVI with 114 yards rushing.
A surprising statistic, I'm sure, for the experts, because they had on the ground, you know, a complete domination by MVI, and it hasn't existed, it hasn't happened.
Here's a great situation to be in. Second and an inch, you can do just about anything. Good time maybe to put it up. You know, fake that dive play and try to find somebody deep. Nope, they don't fake the dive play. They actually dive. And that should be a first down on forward motion run by Jake Remmel. And Remmel will get the first down. First down number 9.
Forward progress, they bring the 195-pound Remmel in there. Short yardage, first down.
That's all he got, too, was 1 yard. Ball at the 26, and it'll be 1st and 10. Demko out wide to the left side. And Rindock back. He's going to look for Demko. He's got a step. Demko, oh, what a great defensive play. Oh, my, what a great play by Logan Ford of Stroudsburg.
This is one-on-one coverage. Off the dive fake. Seeing so much of that loft on the ball now. Let the receiver run under him. Just gets a hand out.
If he doesn't put that hand out, that's a caught ball. That's a great defensive play. Right hand got in the way. How about putting Jordan Hood and Eric Barr side by side? Hood 260, Barr 350. There's Whitey Williams, the back of his head. 2nd and 10. Rindock back, looking, firing. He's got a man. And it looks like it's going to be a first down. As the ball is caught by Dan Dissett. Dissett looked like he fell forward enough to get the first down as long as he wasn't already out of bounds.
Dive fake. Out of the backfield. Oh, yeah, way out of bounds.
He only got 9, Dick. For Dissett, his 2nd carry, 21 yards. 3 for 7 for 17 yards for Rindock.
Billy, back up. Twigs, back up.
3rd and 1. Big play. Big play. Out over the football comes Justin Fenstermacher. 5'11", 215-pound center from Northwestern. Rindock. Trap play. Not going to get the first down. They give it off to Remmel. And Remmel's going to lose a yard on the play. He's on the bottom. Here comes a penalty flag, though, so hold everything. Bottom of the pile was Jonathan Fenner. Now, who's the penalty against? It's going to be against the MVI squad, Dick.
Yep. Fenner comes to us from a lot of accolades along the defensive and offensive front line, Gary. One of Freddie Ross's Stroudsburg guys.
Well, here's a personal foul that's going to go the other way, and it's huge. 3rd penalty, 25 yards. But more important, it's going to be first down number 10. It's going to take the ball to midfield, and it will keep the drive alive. 8:35 to go in regulation. Demko out wide to the left side. Back to throw, going up top, going big, and trying to come back to the ball, and slipping is Derek Thorne. And again, good coverage on the play, this time by Jimmy Green.
Straight drop back, stays in the pocket. Again, the philosophy be let the receiver run under. Pass short, unable to get back.
Chris Gerhardt. We'll get back on the sidelines at Northampton. got some good young kids, Dick, in that sophomore class, looking forward to the next couple of years.
Yeah, Mike Schneider was telling me that Northampton's future is in the lower class setting. There's speed.
Robert Snyder. Yeah, they're starting to bang and hit each other out there, and sometimes after the whistle. As Robert gets the ball into MVI territory.
Looked like Miguel Rivera, Gary. 265 pounds out of Liberty. Saw him play a lot of football.
Chris Gary was in there, too, number 64.
That was a stick.
It'll be 3rd and 8.
Gain it 2. 3rd and 8.
Ball is on the Mountain Valley Independent 40.
7:40. Clock running.
Come on, Logan! Come on,
Passing situation here for Rindock. Drop back. Back, looking. Firing over the middle. He's got a man wide open. And the ball is dropped into the hands of Tareen Valentine. He's down inside the 10-yard line. Down to about the 7-yard line. First down, a gain of 41 yards.
We said he's going to come up with a big play, and he did.
Penalty flag is down on the field. Hold everything. It's all the way back about 5 yards across the line of scrimmage. Ineligible receiver downfield. It's coming back.
Here's a great play. They stayed away from the trips. Look there, over the middle, and Kareem Valentine has him beaten.
All for naught. Ineligible receiver downfield. The 5-yard walk-off, Dick, is going to end up being a 46-yard penalty.
Beautiful offensive call.
Boy, the penalties have loomed large in this one.
3rd and 13.
From the 47. Give Rindock the same protection. Maybe you run the same play.
Same formation.
He's getting rushed this time. And he gets away from Scott Etwine, who was really barreling down on him. And he just had to simply run out of the pocket. He'll get the ball back into MVI territory as they'll mark the ball at the 48. So he picked up 5 yards. And now a decision by the coaching staff.
Yeah, a little bit of a decision here. Can we pin him down once more defense? Well, let's take a timeout and talk about it.
That's exactly what they will do. Baseball coming up next week. Monday, Legion Baseball. Tuesday, Legion Baseball. On Friday, we've got triple header state baseball championships on PCN and RCN 4. And let's hope we get the Liberty Hurricane out to Williamsport and we do their ball game in the AAA. And we'll also have the single A, double A, and triple A softball. And we'd love to see Southern Lehigh and Nazareth get to Shippensburg. We'll have those ball games for you, too. That is not same night coverage, however. The softball will be carried on Saturday on PCN and RCN 4. And we're proud to be doing all 6 of those games for the Pennsylvania Cable Network. It's that kind of night, Dick. It is just beautiful here.
And we have ourselves a ball game. And a big decision coming off a timeout by Frank Lane.
I think you almost have to go for it. 6:57 on the clock. You got that good running attack by the MVI squad. And you're looking at a 4th and 8, so certainly not an easy call. And I see Rindock coming back, so they're going to go for it.
And no punter in sight.
Thanks to all the organizers, especially Preston Moritz, Chuck McIntyre for all their help. Handoff goes to Thorne. Thorne's going to throw it. Way up top. Coming back for the ball. It's going to be intercepted. And it will be just as good as a punt, Dick. Didn't matter. Oh, they're going to say that Colonial League has the ball. The East Penn Conference. Colonial League's Russ Demko. They're going to say he had possession.
Either that or a fumble, Gary. I don't know which.
All the way down to the 15-yard line. 33-yard gain.
There's a second handoff. Oh, he simply outfights him for the ball. Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Well, the rule is if they both have joint possession, the offense gets it, But there's a penalty flag down there bringing it back.
One way to avoid the controversy, huh?
Boy, we've had some interesting calls here tonight. What is it? Another ineligible receiver downfield. So it remains 4th down. All right, take a look at this. Boy, would this one have been controversial? That's Bauer wrestling with Demko. Right there, it looks like it's Bauer's. And then eventually they say it's Demko's.
And now, it's 4th and 13.
So they punt. It's a nice high punt. Bakros will collect it at the 15. And he'll lose a yard on the play. 38-yard punt.
Excellent coverage.
So the 38-yard punt will pin them deep at the 15-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10 with 6 minutes and 35 seconds on the clock.
Derek Thorne, number 1, the young man who threw that controversial pass, and Dan Dezette, number 40, in on the stop.
All right. Here's where you love to have a running attack. Just wind the clock down. And there's a pretty good run out over the 20 to the 21-yard line. And it's always tough to tell whether it's Bergio or Rath, and that was Rath. And Rath picks up 6.
He picked up 6 because he deserted his blockers, Gary. He just juked on his own, cut the green.
Rath already has carried the ball 16 times tonight for 64 yards. 2nd and 4 from the 21. Hand off to Bergio this time. And Bergio spins out over the 25. He's got a 1st down. So he'll get to about the 27-yard line, a gain of 6.
And the pattern continues. Rath back into the game. Look for him to go outside. Bergio inside, tackle to tackle.
Bergio 10 carries, 35 yards. 1st down, number 14 for MBI. This is Rath. And he'll pick up another 5 or 6 or 7. Out to the 37-yard line. It's going to be close to a 1st down. They'll give him 10 yards on the carry.
Ooh.
Well, Dick, they don't particularly care for one another.
Colonial East Penn, Gary, cannot afford to give up 2 more 1st downs and 3 minutes on that clock. Stop will have to occur in this sequence.
Picked up 22 on the last 3 plays. Bergio. Oh, boy, he's getting a nice haul. Tackled by Valentine, but not before he gets another 1st down. As Sean barrels up to the 49-yard line, and he'll gain 12 yards on that carry.
Alternate backs, and all they do is alternate ball carriers. Slashing power running, slashing style of Rath, power running style of Bergio.
See, now, if I was Frank Lane, this is where I'd say, call the officials over and say, you have to pass the ball 20 times. They've only passed 11. And then the officials will say, well, you've only passed 14. He said, well, get them to 14.
But I got to get the ball to get to 14.
Let's go. Come on, Jimmy.
1st and 10 from the 49.
Guess who? No, State disrupted that. He disrupted that play totally.
He has disrupted all night long. Flag down. Hold everything. The ball back to the 44-yard lines. There was a loss of 5, but let's hold everything and see what the penalty's all about. It looks like it's going to be against the Colonial East Penn Conference squad, Dick.
That's why they stopped it over there. There's a little kid like this big.
Sorry, turn around.
Taking a while. Unsportsmanlike. Both ways. All right. So the play will count. They'll mark it back at the 46. It'll be a loss of 3. So the offsetting penalties have virtually no effect. And I think probably right now would be a good time to start talking about sportsmanship.
Yeah.
And play the final 4:33 with hard-nosed football, but stop the extracurricular stuff.
Back that inaugural speech that you gave the first day.
Yeah. Yep. We have a timeout called by the Colonial East Penn squad. And maybe that's what Frank Lane is talking to his kids about.
4:33, Gary. Must be a defensive stand and then come back with just enough offense to attempt to stalemate this thing.
Dick, from the football purist point of view, this has been one of the better All-Star games that we have watched.
Yeah, and what you've done is you've noticed so many people involved, Gary.
And that's where we watch it from.
You know what I mean? It's not that it's one or two standouts. You bring a couple of quarterbacks in who are relatively unknown to this area, and they have certainly done their job at the helm.
Thanks to everybody associated with the ball game and all the people at Nazareth. Always cordial and hospitable. They'll probably, many of them, make that trip to Ursinus on Monday to see the Nazareth girls softball team try to get into the state championship. We wish them well. Second 14 from the 46. Back to throw the ball. Terwilliger. He's pointing. He's chucking. It's up in the air. Oh, it's a great catch. That's going to be a touchdown. Oh, my. Mike Cangelosi. 54 yards.
And Whitey Johnson goes out, and he gives that quarterback a great high five. Second receiver, Gary. Jesse Pellegrino, number 86, the first receiver. He's looking. I'll go the other way. Cangelosi, he just outfights him here. There's the leap, the slip, and a score.
Comes at 4:21, 54-yard catch for Cangelosi. His second of the day for 59 yards. Terwilliger now 5 for 7 for 107 yards. Terwilliger has really played well. The extra point attempt is blocked by another Penn Argyle kid.
I was going to say, you saw the green helmet.
Chad DeFelice. 85 yards in 6 plays.
Off a timeout. So, you know, it's a preconceived play. Cangelosi. Didn't we say he's going to get involved somehow? What did he do tonight? He threw, he scored. A little bit of everything.
Caught a pass. Now he has caught 2 of them. And Mike Cangelosi doing it before his home crowd here at Nazareth.
And he completed one too, didn't he?
And he completed a pass. He's 1 for 1 for 12 yards. 2 catches for 59 yards. And he ran the ball for 4 yards. I tell you, I have been impressed all night with Jim Terwilliger. East Stroudsburg quarterback. Nice ball game. 5 for 7, 107 yards. Well, that put the nail in the coffin, one would think. And now it's a matter of running out the 4:21. Doc Harlocker, he gets more airtime than you or me combined.
More irritable? Oh, more airtime.
He knows where the cameras are. Nate Stroll lines her up, ready to kick it deep. Thorne and Valentine are deep. big dramatic run back here. And doesn't go deep. Instead, it comes up short. Looks like Robert Snyder came up with the ball. And again, some banging going on.
Smart move to put it on the ground. Avoid that long one by one of the fleet backs.
They put the ball down at around the 30-yard line, where it will be 1st and 10.
Forced to throw with 4:13 there.
Great job by the committee. There's a terrific program. And, certainly enough ads to take care of a whole bunch of expenses. You get over 5,000 people to walk through the turnstile. Dick, the RCN McDonald's banquet this year, the largest ever attended, close to 300 people. It's been a very successful year. I guess the only downside, the last 2 years, they've had to postpone the original night. But they certainly made the right decision. It's a beautiful night here tonight for football. 5-yard penalty, illegal participation.
Well, they had people all over the place, Gary. Must be one of those drawn up in the sideline plays now. Because they were spotting people after a set and everything else. Who's that guy?
Dick got that penalty tonight in the snack bar. Illegal participation. You tell the kids have worked. You see the sweat. They'll pop it out here to McGinley. And then he can't go anywhere. It's covered pretty well. First guy to hit him was George Sherman of Pocono Mountain.
The last guy to hit him, 49, Jason Beck. Great job of linebacking at Parkland and offensive fullback for Richmond.
Brent Standorf, maybe the first guy to hit him.
There comes Beck.
Gain of 5. That was McGinley's first catch.
Make the play, baby.
Pass tonight.
Thinking the other side.
Gippo back. Gippo fires. Intercepted. Frank Duffy stepped right in front, makes the interception. The first interception tonight.
A state liner. I'm gonna wobble a little bit. Way off target.
And now we'll see if the MBI squad just simply runs out the clock here. As the ball on the Colonial East Penn 47-yard line.
Short one, coach. Get one in there quick.
Yeah, call a timeout here to avoid the penalty. And again, a busy week coming up on RCN 4 Sports. Monday night, we have Legion Baseball. Tuesday, Legion Baseball. We had a good game last night. We hope you watched it. Went 9 innings before that one was decided. And on Thursday, we'll travel. Dick and I will go out to Williamsport with the RCN 4 Sports crew. Chris Michael, Joe Hoffman will go to Shippensburg with the other half of the RCN 4 Sports crew. And we'll bring you coverage on PCN and RCN of the state baseball and softball championships.
There's a heading for the exit, Gary. Beat the crowd, get him home early.
I don't know how that little one holds that big girl up. Boy, she is game.
Year and a half, maybe a year.
He doesn't want to be carried.
So 16 years from now, a participant somehow.
Yep.
Hopefully you and I will be doing it, Gary.
Yeah, wouldn't that be nice? And nobody throws an illegal participation flag on us. First and 10. This one now just a matter of winding it down. They're not going to go to the dipsy-do. And there's Bakros. Here comes a penalty flag as we had a little extracurricular activity down there between Valentine and Pellegrino.